day. I love a fight week. Ooh, hair, makeup, body, water. Yeah, I like you like that. Huh? That girl is that girl's a model or something. You fighting? No way. No, hold on, what was I? That little. Hey y'all, so can I just vent for just a second, right? So y'all know fight week, I'm about to get dressed up every day, get my makeup done every day, get my hair done, get my hair done every day, makeup done every day, and throw hella fits on. Y'all, when I tell y'all it's a full-time freaking job, yo, I remember it was times when I used to have my weigh-ins, my press conferences, man, I'd grab me a t-shirt, grab me some pants, and going out the way. Had my little braids in, had my hair however I wanted it, however it was. I never went the extra mile. And for the last couple of years, I've been going the extra mile. When I tell y'all, I've got to a point to where now it's like I literally position everybody to just have everything ready for me, and all I have to do is try on clothes and stuff like that, and of course get the makeup artist that I like, and then hairstylist and all this stuff. Y'all, not tell it's a full-time job. On top of that, I still gotta train. So after I got all cute and shit, like I was just cute, whatever, I went straight to the gym and sweated that beautiful ass wig right on off. I mean, it came clean off like phew. And I just want to say, you got to put time into your brand, time into your mental, time into what you want to wear, what makes you feel good. And I want nobody to see that make you feel good, but what do you wear that make you feel good? And I'm just so excited to just be able to do this and be where I am in my life. And I'm going to enjoy every moment. Yes,
because the number just shook fight week harder than a knockout punch. Claressa Shields, the self-declared GWOAT, claimed 17,000 tickets were sold for her clash with Franchon Cruz de Zorn, 17,000. And the internet didn't clap. It grabbed a calculator. This isn't just pre-fight hype. This is arithmetic with attitude. Because when you say 17K, people expect to see a body's noise rattling the rafters. Energy so loud it drowns out commentary. Not camera angles that have fans zooming in like they're analyzing security footage. Was it a sellout? Was it strategic promotion? Or was it boxing bravado turned up to Olympic levels? The timeline exploded instantly. Supporters screamed historic. Moment for women's boxing. Critics started counting seats like accountants on caffeine. Memes appeared before official statements, and suddenly Fight Week wasn't just about punches. It was about proof. Because when you call yourself the greatest, woman of all time, every claim carries weight. Every number becomes a headline. And every headline invites scrutiny. This makes reality TV look like a calm dinner conversation. It started with a number that sounded bigger than the arena lights. 17,000 tickets sold. Claressa Shields didn't hesitate when she said it, didn't soften it, didn't round it down. She delivered it with the same conviction she throws combinations in the ring, sharp, direct, unapologetic. And in boxing, numbers are more than statistics, they're statements. They signal draw power, star power, influence. So when the self-declared GWOAT drops a 17K claim ahead of a major fight with Franchon Cruz de Zorn, it isn't casual hype, it's a headline. At first, fans celebrated. Women's boxing has been climbing steadily toward mainstream respect, and a number like that feels like validation. It sounds like packed seats, booming cheers, and a sport finally getting the crowd it deserves. But this is the internet era where excitement lasts about 30 seconds before investigation begins. People didn't just cheer. They zoomed in. They pulled up arena capacity charts. They compared seating maps. They replayed early footage from inside the venue and started asking quiet but sharp questions. Why do some sections look sparse? Why does the upper corner seem half lit and half empty? Were all those tickets actually sold, or were some distributed through promotions and comps? The shift happened quickly. What started as celebration turned into calculation. Social media doesn't let bold claims float freely. It weighs them. And when you call yourself the greatest woman of all time, every word you speak carries double gravity. The GWOAT label amplifies everything: achievements, confidence, and controversy. So when that 17,000 number didn't immediately match every camera angle circulating online, critics smelled blood in the water. Supporters jumped in just as fast, defending her fiercely. They argued about distorted perspectives, about how arenas fill gradually, about how televised angles can make any crowd look uneven. They framed the scrutiny as selective outrage, questioning whether male fighters get audited this aggressively when they boast about numbers. And suddenly this wasn't just about ticket sales. It became about respect, about growth in women's boxing, about who gets the benefit of the doubt and who gets dissected. The number became symbolic. If accurate, it represents a milestone for the sport. If exaggerated, it becomes ammunition for doubters who already question women's boxing market. Strength. That's why this debate feels heavier than rows of seats. It touches pride. It touches credibility. It touches legacy. Franchon Cruz de Zun's presence in this narrative adds another layer of tension. This isn't a random matchup thrown together for spectacle. There's history between these two fighters, rivalry energy, competitive fire that predates this ticket controversy. So when the internet starts debating attendance before the first punch is thrown, it adds psychological weight to an already charged atmosphere. Boxing promotion has always thrived on bold talk. Fighters exaggerate, promoters inflate excitement. That's part of the theater. But in today's digital ecosystem, theater gets fact-checked in real time. Every boast gets screenshot. Every statement gets archived. 17,000 isn't vague bravado. It's specific, it's measurable. And measurable claims invite measurement. The crowd footage kept circulating, each new clip analyzed like financial evidence. Comment sections felt like accounting departments. People estimated average ticket prices, calculated potential gate revenue, compared historical attendance numbers. Instead of discussing footwork and strategy, timelines debated spreadsheets. That shift says something about modern sports culture. Optics matter almost as much as outcomes. If the arena roars and cameras pan across packed sections on fight night, critics will look reactionary. If empty seats linger on broadcast, the narrative will harden. For Claressa, the risk is reputational, not athletic. Her skills are unquestioned. Her accolades are permanent. But brand integrity is fragile in the social media age. When you build your persona on dominance and historic impact, even numbers become part of the performance. This controversy hasn't knocked anyone down, but it has intensified the spotlight. The bell hasn't rung yet, and already the energy feels combative. Because now it's not just about who wins in the ring. It's about who wins the narrative outside it. Was the 17K claim a milestone moment for women's boxing? Or was it promotional bravado amplified under a digital microscope? The internet hasn't delivered a final verdict. But one thing is certain, when numbers and pride collide before a fight, the tension hits long before the first punch does. Once the 17K debate caught fire, it didn't stay contained to boxing fans. It spilled over into sports blogs, reaction channels, and even casual timelines that normally wouldn't care about undercard drama. Suddenly, everybody had an opinion. Some defended Claressa like she was protecting the entire sport single-handedly. Others treated the claim like a suspicious tax return that needed a full audit. The memes came fast. Side-by-side photos comparing claimed attendance versus camera angle reality. Jokes about bringing calculators to weigh-ins. 1. Viral post read 17K, show me the seating chart. Petty? Absolutely. Effective? Extremely. And once humor enters the chat, the conversation doubles in speed. Because laughter spreads faster than logic. Then came the analysts. Not official boxing analysts, internet analysts. The kind who can pause a 12-second clip and turn it into a 20-minute breakdown. People compared previous events at the same venue, pulled archived photos, checked capacity limits, estimated pricing tiers. It felt less like fight promotion and more like a forensic investigation. And the longer the debate lasted, the more polarized it became. Supporters argued that critics were deliberately minimizing women's boxing momentum. They claimed the scrutiny wouldn't happen if a male undisputed champion made the same boast. Critics countered that transparency matters regardless of gender. They insisted numbers should match visuals, period. The argument shifted from arithmetic to ideology in record time. Meanwhile, the rivalry between Claressa and Franchon simmered in the background, gaining flavor from the controversy. Every pre-fight interview suddenly felt sharper. Every stare-down looked heavier. Even neutral comments sounded layered. Because now, beyond titles and belts, perception was part of the fight. If Claressa truly packs 17,000 seats, it strengthens her narrative as the face of women's boxing. If doubts linger, detractors frame it as overcompensation. That's the brutal reality of public branding. Confidence can look like greatness or exaggeration depending on who's watching. And right now, everyone is watching. The wildest twist? The controversy arguably boosted attention more than any standard promo run could have. Engagement skyrocketed. Conversations expanded. People who weren't planning to tune in suddenly wanted to see what the fuss was about. Controversy has a strange marketing power. It irritates and attracts at the same time. Boxing has always thrived on tension, but social media tension moves differently. It's faster, louder, permanent. Once a narrative catches traction, it doesn't fade quietly. It echoes, so as fight night approaches, the energy feels thicker than usual. Not just because of the punches that are coming, but by the time fight night energy peaked, the 17K debate had already carved itself into the storyline. It wasn't just about punches anymore, it was about proof. Cameras didn't just capture ring walks, they captured crowd shots. Every wide angle felt like a test. Every pan across the arena felt like evidence. Social media watched in real time, ready to screenshot, ready to compare, ready to declare victory in the narrative war before the final bell even rang. If the arena looked loud and alive, supporters treated it like validation. Told you so, posts flooded timelines. If certain sections appeared thin on broadcast, critics circled them like hawks. The truth? Most arenas look different depending on timing, lighting, and camera position. But perception doesn't wait for context. It reacts instantly. And once perception settles in, it becomes harder to shift than any official statement. For Claressa, the aftermath isn't about skill. Her resume doesn't need defense. Olympic gold medals don't evaporate because of attendance debates. Undisputed. Belts don't shrink over seat counts. But brand image operates differently than boxing records. When you build your persona around greatness, every public claim becomes part of that legacy. And legacy in the social media era is shaped as much by optics as it is by outcomes. Franchon's role in this aftermath is equally layered. Regardless of who wins inside the ropes, the pre-fight controversy adds emotional weight to the rivalry. It ensures this bout isn't remembered as just another title defense. It becomes attached to a broader narrative, pride, promotion, perception. That attachment lingers long after gloves are untied. What this entire situation exposes is how modern sports culture has evolved. It's no longer just about athletic performance. It's about branding precision. It's about how statements travel. It's about how quickly audiences fact-check and public view. A single number can dominate headlines longer than a highlight reel knockout. That's the power of digital scrutiny. In the long term, this controversy may not damage Claressa's standing at all. In fact, it might reinforce her visibility. People tune in more when debates surrounds an event. Attention is currency. And controversy, when managed carefully, often increases attention rather than decreases it. The danger only comes if perception hardens into disbelief. That's where reputational friction begins. The bigger picture extends beyond one fight. Women's boxing is still carving space in mainstream sports conversations. Every milestone claim carries extra symbolism. If attendance records rise, it's celebrated as progress. If claims are questioned, critics use it to argue the sport hasn't arrived yet. That weight makes every statistic feel political. Ultimately, the ring will decide one outcome. But the narrative outside the ropes will continue evolving. Because once a debate like this starts, it doesn't vanish overnight. It becomes part of the fighter's public arc, part of the rivalry's memory, part of the sport's growing pains. And here's the truth: whether the number was perfectly precise or slightly inflated, the reaction proved one thing clearly. People are watching, closely, passionately, critically. That attention alone signals growth. You don't audit irrelevance. You audit influence. So the real question moving forward isn't just about 17,000 tickets. It's about credibility in the spotlight. Because in boxing, belts prove dominance. But perception? Now I need you in the comments. Was the 17K claim legit? And critics just overreacted? Or did the visuals raise fair questions that can't be ignored? Be honest, did this controversy make you more interested in the fight? Or more skeptical about the hype? Drop your real take below. Not the safe answer, not the neutral shrug. I want the bold opinions. Team GWOE team, show me the receipts? Because when numbers trend harder than knockouts, the debate deserves energy. If you made it this far, smash that like button like it owes you money. Subscribe like you're securing ringside seats to every headline storm. And turn on notifications because around here we don't just watch the punches, we break down the promotion, the perception, and the politics behind it. Remember, in modern boxing, it's not just about what happens between the ropes, it's about what happens on the timeline. A single number can shake fight week. A single claim can spark a cultural debate. And trust me, when pride, promotion, and public